Lionel Messi is an Argentine native who not only became a living legend with his skill, but a legend in his achievements when he finally cemented his legacy by winning the trophy that has been eluded to all these years. The only trophy that matters, the World Cup. The rise. Lionel Messi has achieved a lot over his career, but that is expected, for he is one of the best soccer players in the world. With over 10 Spanish La Liga titles and 4 European Champions Leagues, Lionel Messi is one of the most decorated Argentinian players in history. Messi made his international debut for the senior team in 2005 after winning the World Youth Championship the year prior. At that point, Lionel Messi was already seen as a special player and was considered to be one of the future greats already by many people. Most of his career greatness was displayed at Barcelona, the club he spent most of his professional life, both at the youth level and at the senior level. He advanced through the ranks of the youth club and made it into the senior team. From there, he became a living legend, turning Barcelona into one of the most feared and prolific franchises in the sports world, with the help of their genius coach at the time, Pep Guardiola. Lionel Messi became Barcelona's top scorer with 672 goals in 778 games. Right now, he currently plays for Paris Saint-Germain in France, scoring 23 goals and 29 assists, and helping them to win their league in the 2021 season and the French Super Cup in 2022 season. Legacy. Lionel Messi's main struggle over his career was that many people called him the next Diego Maradona. They would even say that he was better than Maradona. What many people miss is the difference in the time period, and obviously sports in modern times are much more of an athletic feat compared to back in the day. Because of this, Messi's hype surpassed his achievements early on, and a lot of people, especially his own countrymen, were criticizing Lionel Messi, saying that he was very successful for his club, but he wasn't as successful for his country. This criticism was essentially saying that he needed the team to help him win, which is a ridiculous assertion. If you think about it, soccer is a team sport, so of course, he needs a good team around him to win. But this is why I mentioned Maradona prior, because people made those parallels between him and Maradona. One thing about Maradona was that he was technically the star pulling the team back then. Messi unfortunately can't do that in modern soccer, especially with the tackling becoming more physical. So the comparison was unfair, but fandom does not care, and this was more punctuated when Argentina got their closest chance to win a World Cup. In the 2014 World Cup, Argentina faced the hot and young Germany. It was Lionel Messi's first final, and everybody expected him to win, even his own countrymen. After all, he is the best player in the world. But in that World Cup final, not only did Lionel Messi not score any goals, he didn't play well. He wasn't able to create the usual magic that was necessary to get his team a goal throughout the defensive quagmire that was that match. Eventually, Germany was able to score a goal in extra time and ended Argentina's hopes of winning the World Cup. After the World Cup, he took responsibility for the loss, but overall the team didn't play very well and missed a lot of chances to take the lead early on. As far as the Argentinian public back home, they were stunned by the loss, but overall it was positive that he at least brought them to the World Cup final. Though those disgruntled voices in the back, wherever they may be, were still there and were quite critical of Lionel Messi. But it was after the Copa America 2 years later that they were the loudest about Lionel Messi's failure to win a senior men's international trophy for his country. After the 2016 Copa America final loss to Chile, Lionel Messi was so distraught with his track record of losing the finals of international competitions, he literally quit after the match. He said after the match, "I think it's best for everyone, for me, and for many people who want it. The national team is over for me. It's a done decision. I tried many times, but did not." The World Cup. Thankfully, he did not quit, and he continued to play international football until this year and this World Cup. At the age of 35, according to his words, this was supposed to be his last World Cup. But unlike prior World Cups and installments of the Argentinian team, they had a good team to support their superstar, and the builder of that team was a brilliant technician, coach Lionel Scaloni. So they had a good chance to win this World Cup, but they didn't start on the right foot, because in their opening match against Saudi Arabia they lost 2-1. and it made fans and media pundits criticize the team harshly. Many people assumed the worst, that Argentina was going to play poorly and probably get pushed out early in the knockout stages if they were lucky. That's not what happened, as they went on a tear that made that poor performance almost a distant memory as one matched another, and they won. Then they earned his first title in his career to some extent. It was needed, for he said it was the last time he will play in the World Cup final. He said that before the tournament, then he won the tournament. And now he's saying, yeah, you know what, I might play a little bit more. But soccer fans worldwide rejoice to see him willing to continue playing, because his type of play is worth seeing on the international stage. Messi got the player of the tournament with 7 goals and 3 assists. He has done it. Lionel Messi has finally done what many people have doubted he would have done. He won the top prize in football and solidified his legacy as the greatest. So, what do you think of Lionel Messi's win? Did you watch any of the matches? Well, let us know what you thought of the tournament or Lionel Messi in the comments below. Please subscribe, like, and hit that notification bell so that you can get notifications when we put out a new video on the come up.